Hello and welcome. I'm Michael Lewellen, the Director of Financial Planning at OGM Group. In this on demand webinar, I will discuss a planning solution that can help individuals and couples provide long term care for aging parents while still sticking to their own financial goals for retirement. It's important to note that this video is for informational purposes only, and the information may not be suitable for your personal circumstances. Please contact a professional before attempting to execute any of these strategies. If you find this information helpful, we would encourage you to check out one of our books. We'll discuss how you can get a free book download or a hard copy of Wealth Management Made Simple or any of our other books. When we're talking to clients about retirement planning, we always ask them, are there any potential roadblocks or pitfalls during retirement or leading up to retirement that they could face? That could be a wedding, a college for a child, but a lot of times what we hear are, I'm going to have to take care of mom or dad if something were to happen to them, if they were to have an extended long-term care need, even if while I'm in retirement, they haven't saved properly, or they just were never in the position to do that with the rising cost of healthcare and long-term care. 70% of people over age 65 will need an average of $250,000 for long-term care expenses. And 45% of children of retirees expect that they will eventually have to take care of their parents. So let's take a look at a case study that hopefully will solve that solution and maybe potentially be an option for you. Jane is 45 years old and married to Colin. They have 2 children and they are comfortably saving for retirement. And that's something that we tell clients we want to make sure that they're doing, that they're taking care of themselves to prepare for retirement. They want to help Jane's mother, Cynthia, a 70-year-old widow who hasn't planned for her own long-term care needs. So the problem is, in this situation, Jane's mother is in a position where she could potentially need help. And they want to make sure that they're able to do that in a responsible way without dipping into their own retirement or affecting their retirement too much. So the solution, Colin purchases a second to die life insurance policy with a long-term care rider for $500,000 with Jane and Cynthia as the insured and names himself as the beneficiary. Now, what the long-term care rider allows is while the insured is alive, you can use up to $250,000. In this situation, it's a second to die policy, so half of the overall death benefit for each of the insured, Jane and Cynthia. So for Cynthia, if she has a long-term care need, we have $250,000 that we can access for her care. The premium is $8,000 per year for the life of the policy. Now, it's important to remember if Colin and Jane wanted to just go and purchase a long-term care policy on their mother, it would be much more expensive. It just wouldn't make financial sense. So this strategy helps balance out and reduce some of the outlay. The rider allows benefits to be paid directly to Colin with no receipts as long as Jane or Cynthia have a long-term care need. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, but it certainly provides flexibility from a planning standpoint. The use it or lose it concern is not an issue because upon death of the second insured, one of 3 things can happen. If one or both of the insureds use some of the long-term care benefit, the beneficiaries will receive any remaining death benefit. So if Cynthia were to use $250,000 and Jane were to use none, then $250,000 of death benefit would be paid out to Colin in that situation. If both insureds use all of their long-term care benefits, there is a minimum death benefit that would still be paid out. If the insureds never need long-term care benefits, their beneficiaries then will receive the full death benefit. So you really get rid of that use it or lose it mentality. You have a long, obviously, time for even break even to be an issue. So it really is something that if you look at, obviously you need to look at everyone's situation individually, but it's an opportunity to really try and reduce outlay early. What does this solve? It helps lessen the possibility that Colin and Jane will have to dip into their own retirement savings during retirement for the care of Cynthia. It helps you plan for your own long term care expenses. So now they both know that there is something there that's allocated if Cynthia were to need something for those expenses. And then the cash indemnity benefits enable you to use the excess funds not needed for long term care services in any way you wish. So what that means is if Cynthia wants to stay in the home and they need to pay for someone to care for or for home safety improvements, for prescription medication, massage therapy, anything like that, as long as she has a long-term care need and has been stated by a physician, then they're able to access that benefit. So it really provides a lot of flexibility as well too. Now, this is an option that we look at for clients, and we would certainly at OJM be happy to look at this for you. We would need to look at it specific to your situation. This is an example, but we would certainly be more than happy to look at a scenario where this could be a solution for your planning as well too. We look forward to hearing from you.
OJM is a multidisciplinary wealth management firm, and we've worked with over 1,000 clients throughout the country. We work in 3 different divisions for our clients: investment management, consulting, and insurance benefits. We would welcome the opportunity to speak with you about how we might be able to bring value to your wealth planning. As I mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, our principals have authored several books, all of which are available to webinar viewers at no charge. You can get a free hard copy or ebook download for Kindle or iPad by texting OJM Web to 555-888. You can also visit ojmbookstore.com and enter the code OJMWeb at checkout. In addition to a free book, OJM Group also offers webinar viewers a complimentary consultation where we can answer your questions and see if our firm might be a good fit for your situation. Visit ojmgroup.com or call 877-656-4362 to schedule your free consultation. Enjoy the free copies of our books, and we hope to have the opportunity to speak with you. Thanks for watching.